A few minutes straight to the result 3 p.m. For the meantime, we are doing local stories, and then of course we get to see the national stories, and then we close the hour over 3 with there is some of the international transfers, done deals, and of course EPL officially, there is the English Premier League officially kickstarts of this weekend. I think there will be games tomorrow. I will also giving you some over the fixtures that will be going down there. I've been seeing a lot of kelele going on from our men. Official handover of remote, Mara official handover of the TV screen, no more Z-World, Hey, these men. I don't know if you're going to be eating Premier League also as food. People will fast if all women had me. Okay, starting with some of the top stories. Of course, there is the Kawempe Muslims are offered to Ethiopia for CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. FUFA Women Sport Super League champions, Kawempe Muslim Ladies Football Club have this morning departed to Ethiopia ahead of there is the CECAFA zonal qualifiers for CAF Champions League slated to start this very weekend. The Valley Warriors will represent Uganda in this year's edition, with all eyes set on earning the sole ticket to the final tournament. On Wednesday, coach Ayub Khalifa Chiinji named a squad of about 20 players that will be charged with the responsibility of performing well at the tournament, and of course they will be literally also charged with the responsibility of representing Uganda and lifting our flags so high. Chiinji is optimistic that his troops will do well and believes that the team has the capacity to go all the way, because why not? If you were able to be champions here, overall champions, you of course went past a lot of very dangerous teams, you went past a very difficult fixtures. For the fact that you've come through here to be champions, yeah, I'm quite sure there will be a few challenges that of course this team will face down in Ethiopia, because man, the teams the other side are also not easy, because look at some of the teams that they will be facing. Most of these teams have all it takes to see that they have all the available equipment for there is trainings, they have a lot of sponsors, they have all the financial support and all that. But when it comes down to our country, I am talking to us Ugandans. You know sometimes what happens, yeah? Chiinji, in his own words, gets to say that he is very optimistic going into the qualifiers. I believe we have prepared well and all the players are in perfect shape to make sure we achieve our target. Kawempe Muslim was placed in Group B alongside Simba Queens from Tanzania, PVP Buyenzi from Burundi, and Djibouti's FADA Football Club. You're now hearing some of the clubs that our own Kawempe Queens have been placed against. But I trust our girls, they have always done so well. And in most cases, if you do a trace up or a follow up on some of the previous or some of the profiles of the best female footballers in the country or even outside, you definitely get to see that these people all have a CV somewhere that is running, Kawempe running in some of their CV somewhere. And the traveling squad include Juliet Adeke, Fiona Nabulime, who is the captain, Hadija Nandago, Rhoda Nanziri, Alena Nasazi, Rebecca Nakato, Hadija Babire, Jolie Kobusinje, Josephine Nambuye, Juliet Adeke, Kurithun Namutebi, Halima Kampi, Samali Nakachwa, Mary Kabachurezi, Rita Mushimirwe, Dokas Chisache, Shadia Nabire, Sharifa Nachimera, Sumaya Nabuto, Saida Namwanje, and Agnes Nabukenya in there. Those are some over, of course, those are some over the names that definitely we shall be expecting in representing us in the women CECAFA zonos qualifiers in there. The team left this morning for there is the team left, of course, for there is Ethiopia to take a part in there is the women zonal CECAFA qualifiers in there, being the overall champions here. Still looking at the women in sports, Halima Nantenza, another Ugandan footballer, joins Sizea Queens Trek at Sizea Queens Women Football Club. Lukia Nantes joins other Ugandan footballers as Lukia Namubiru, Margaret Kunihira, Naomi Nagadia, and Grace Luka in there. The number of Ugandan female footballers in Tanzania Sizea Queens football is fast escalating, by the way. Not only the females, we have also now seen a lot of male counterparts or male footballers crossing over to there is Tanzania. We have our own here, Leku, who did cross in there, and then also Toa Rashid is in there, plus a couple of footballers that definitely have crossed in down the other side. And joining the list includes, of course, our own female footballers that are quite doing very well this time around, in that they are also crossing in borders to go and possibly seek for greener pastures here. And the most recent and the most latest happens to be a forward, Lima Nantes, who is 23 years old. He joins the latest player. He is the latest player to join the Tanzania top flight side. Nantes penned a year-long employment deal with the Iringa-based entity in there, and she says we managed to discuss favorable terms for the player to join Sizea Queen in Tanzania. I trust and know that she will deliver to the best of expectations. Livingstone Seizure of Livingstone Sports Academy agency confirmed to there is to one of our exclusive interviews on Whistle Time Desk live on West Nile TV. Nantes has previously played at Rains Women Football Club, Bunyaruguru Women Football Club, Red Doves Women Club. She is a former student in Uganda Matters Lubaga, Shami High School, and Rains Secondary School in there. At Sizea Queens, just like I had said, at Sizea Queens Women Football Club, Nantes joins other Ugandan footballers as Lukia Namubiru, Margaret Kunihira, Naomi Nagadia, and Grace Lukia in there. And of course, definitely that is quite a very good one. Seeing that women in football is quite very rising. The number is getting higher in there. And still looking at women, Winnie Babirie joins Namata at Vihiga Queens in Kenya in there. Kenya Women Premier outfit Vihiga Queens Women Football Club is a fertile poaching ground for there is the Virgin Ugandan market that definitely is now seeing that they get to produce a lot of very energetic, very prolific, and very versatile female football players in there. The club has secured the services of Winnie Babirie on a 2-year deal from FUFA Women Super League club, She Makerere in there. She joins another country mate in the names of Anita Namata, who crossed over after a brief stint at the 2022 league champions Nakawa-based She Corporate. Babirie has openly expressed her delight upon joining the Kenyan Giants in there. The 26-year-old attacker and the wide player has roared as well as echoed aloud about the readiness to compete and deliver the goods home. She is very ready to go in there and raise the Ugandan flag very high. In her own words, she says, "I am humbled to have signed at Vihiga Queens Women Football Club. This is a new challenge in my career and I am ready for the task at hand," she revealed this morning. Babirie is a utility player who features in most upfront positions. There is she plays the position 7. She can also feature in position 9. She can also feature in position 10 and also position 11. That was what I exactly said. Versatility in football. You're very versatile. You are doing very well in any position that definitely you are put into. We are talking about Babirie, who now gets to sign for a Tanzanian side down there. And he can also play right back. She is ready to travel to Kenya and join the club to embark on the challenging acclimatizing process services down in Kenya. Babirye is a former player at Toro Queens, Lady Doves and Kampala Queens, and the Kenyan side gets to sign her from the Kampala Queens. She studied at Namirembe Standard Academy Mukono, where she completed her ordinary level of education. Babirye joins the Vihiga Queens at a crucial time when they are on a mission to dislodge leaders Gospel women off the 12-team log. After 11 games are played, Gospel Women Football Club has accumulated 24 points, 2 ahead of Vihiga Queens, and Thika Queens and Nakuru City Queens closely follow with, of course, 21 and 20 points respectively. She is represented by First Sprouting Livingstone Sports Academy in there, and definitely this is quite a very good. Just like I had said, today I woke up thinking about women in football. So I know most of you out there could be wondering, you could be expecting other stories, but hey, no, today I am giving a lot of time to discussing women in football. Just like how another woman is here giving you the sports updates. Kampala Queens announced their first mid-season transfer acquisition. Forward Anita Namata is the first mid-season transfer signing for reigning FUFA Women's Super League champions Kampala Queens Football Club. The Queens of Soccer confirmed that Namata joined them on a one-year deal from a Kenya outfit Vihiga. So I think this is a transfer. Kenya gets to acquire, Vihiga gets to acquire on Babirye, and then we also sign one of their players in the names of Namata. He joins from Kenya Women Premier League side of Vihiga on a one-year contract deal. And she comes at the time when the club has seen some players leave. Last week, striker Fazila Ikwaput moved to India's Gokulam Kerala Football Club. Additionally, Margaret Kunihira and Grace Aluka joined Seizai Queens in Tanzania, while Resti Nanziri moved to B93 in Denmark. So Kampala Queens has also lost in a couple of very key players to their names, and now they are looking at adding in players to their squad in there. So it is a 50-50. We are losing, okay, Kampala Queens, not we, sorry. Kampala Queens is losing players to Vihiga, there is in Kenya, and they are also acquiring services or buying in players from the same. So for me, I think this just needed to be a swap deal. You give me, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Give me this player, I give you this one. It should have been a swap deal, not where a lot of money is now involved. Namata comes with experience of having featured for several clubs, including Kawempe Muslim, Uganda Matters, Lubaga, and She Corporates. She has also featured for the national team, Crested Cranes, over the years in there. Quite very interesting that we are seeing now is a swap deals of women footballers moving in the other side and this way. And also in another story, Marceline Wayodi, Kampala Queens Women Football Club captures experienced midfield Uganda Women Football Super League champions. Kampala Queens have further beefed up their squad with the services of an experienced midfielder, Marceline Wayodi. In the Wayodi, 29 agreed terms with there is a Kampala Queens Women Football Club, and will immediately join the Palace from Vihiga Queens Football Club. The workaholic holding midfielder will reunite with winger Anita Namata, who played with her at Vihiga Queens, who before joining the Kampala side in January 2024. Wayodi is a client for the vibrant Livingstone Sports Agency. She had previously featured at Chisumu All Starlets Oserian Ladies Wadada and Thika Queens in there. She oozes with loads of experience and joins the Kampala Queens when most needed to cover as adequate spaces as possible, provide needed tackle every opponent in the midst, pass the balls with, of course, fluidity, and most importantly of all, provide those odd defense splitters for the eagerly awaiting forwards in Kampala Queens central midfield department. She beefs up, of course, the docket that already had the undisputed duo of Shakira Mutibwa and Damali Matama in there. Kampala Queens is desperate to retain the league crown. They did win last season. I don't know how they're going to be doing this, because now if you look at other female football clubs, they have definitely become so bad in the terms of that they are winning in games for fun, they're scoring in goals for fun. So Kampala Queens is a little bit shaky. Yeah, initially they did have a lot of good players, they did have experienced players, but these players have moved out. Yeah, I just did give you a list of players that Kampala Queens has lost. No doubt the likes of Fazila Ikwaputs, who does not know that one when it comes to football. So definitely Kampala Queens is a little bit shaky. So they, I think they have been shivering, knowing that if they don't replace in some of the players that they have lost, a couple of teams will come in and of course kick them off the table in there. So they're trying to see that they get to there is a tightening where the loopholes are, so that when the league starts, they still remain the favorite, they still remain on top of the league. Head coach Charles Ayeko Alikula is therefore tasked with the duty to assemble a formidable side coming to the second half of this very season. And then also still about Kampala Queens, they get to sign this time a striker. Yeah, we did see them signing a midfielder, we did see them signing a versatile player who plays a position 11, position 10, position 7, cuts across from Vihiga, and this time around they have signed in a striker. FUFA Women, a Super League reigning champions Kampala Queens Football Club have completed the signing of striker Lilian Kasubo from She Maroons Football Club. The club confirmed that Kasubo joins them on a short-term spell until the end of the season. There is most definitely a one-year deal. Kampala Queens Football Club is delighted to announce the signing of forward Kasubo Lilian. The centre forward joins the place on a 6-month loan deal from She Maroons Football Club. The club confirmed that Kasubo was the top scorer for She Maroons in the FUFA Women Elite League last year and helped her team to earn promotion to the top flight this season. The player has already scored 4 goals in the league for the Prisoner Centers. She becomes the third signing for the Queens of Soccer in the mid-season transfer window, joining Favor Navatia and Kenyan midfield Marcelina Wayodi. Kampala Queens will start the second round of the season with a trip to St. Mary's Stadium Chitende to face Wachiso Hill Soccer Club in there. And of course, this one now is quite also very interesting to see that these people are trying to beef in their squad. Yeah, because being champions, you people, it's not an easy thing. We did see in the FUFA drum where, of course, West Nile province did win the other time, and when it came to returning in, we did see a lot of provinces coming through. And by the way, FUFA has already drawn in a roadmap. FUFA drum has drawn in a roadmap for the games, and these games are about to kickstart. I even did see a few provinces already doing in. I did see a few provinces already doing in summonings of players here and there. This time around, it's starting from preliminary stages, where of course the rest of the teams that already, the teams that made it through to quarterfinals, the likes of the West Nile province, Choli province, and Lango province, these are teams that will come in to play at quarter-final levels in there. But for the meantime, it is that we are seeing a couple of teams, a couple of provinces that are yet starting to play this in. There is the preliminary stages down there, and then crossing to some of the transfers. There is one gentleman in the names of Hassan Senyonjo who commits to a future and a very bright one at there is Wachiso Giants. Wachiso Giants, a football club captain, there is Hassan Senyonjo Senyonjo has extended his stay at the club for 2 more years after putting pen to paper on a new contract extension signing in there. The Purple Sharks confirmed that Senyonjo renewed his contract following the expiration of the previous one last month. The creative midfielder has been linked to several clubs and recently had a trial stint with Tanzanian outfit Yanga Soccer Club, but the deal did not materialize. Senyonjo joined Wachiso Giants in 2019 and has been a key player at the club since his arrival from 2019. We are talking about Senyonjo, the captain of the Purple Sharks. We are talking about Wakiso Giants in there. He was named as the club captain in 2022, replacing Fahad Kawoya in there, and of course that is quite a very, very good one, saying that, by the way, Wakiso Giant, I should say, is one club that we are going to be keeping our eyes all open. Wakiso Giants is one club to watch come this Star Times Uganda Premier League season 2024-2025, because look at the duos that they added as their coaches. Yeah, very highly experienced former players of Uganda Cranes, who literally also did not only play the football in Uganda, they also did have an international experience out there, and now that they've come back to the country, Wakiso Giants just captured both of them into their squad. So basically, this is going to be a very good one. Goalkeeping trainer Senyonjo salutes Magogo for guidance since childhood, and that and more over some of course, the headlines that will be coming through, and some of the analysis that will be coming through after we return from this very short commercial break. Don't you go away. Keep it locked to West Nile TV. Whistle time. Susie is my name. We are returning back shortly.